Hi, Foxes. So today we're going to continue talking about multiplying fractions. I hope that yesterday went well for you. I hope it wasn't too frustrating or confusing. Like I said, if you have questions, email me. I'm so happy to answer them. Yesterday we talked about fraction of problems. So we talked about 1/5 of 10 would be 2, because a piece of 10 that was the size of a fifth, like if I cut up 10 into 5 equal groups, then I would have 2 in each group, right? Because 10 divided by 5 is 2. And we talked about how if I knew that about 1/5 of 10, if I knew that 1/5 was 2, then I could figure out what 3/5 of 10 would be, or 4/5 of 10 would be, because I found that I found the unit fraction 1/5, and figured out what 1/5 of 10 would be. So today we're going to talk about multiplying whole numbers by fractions, which again we have done a little bit of when we first started talking about area and perimeter. Remember, we were multiplying lengths and widths. Some of them were whole numbers, some of them were fractions, and we kind of started thinking about what that looks like and what that means when we multiply a fraction by a whole number. So if you guys, I want to go over what we already know so that we can figure out how to solve these kind of problems. So we do know that of means multiply. We learned that yesterday. So 3/5 times 15 actually means 3/5 of 15, right? We know that fractions can be written as division problems. So if you remember, I can convert a fraction into a division problem just by looking at the numerator and denominator. 3/5 equals 3 divided by 5. So, and I know we liked using the fraction circle, some of us, so I try to draw a picture. 3 divided by 5 would be 3 groups divided into 5 sections, and here are 3/5. 3/5. So 3 divided by 5 equals 3/5. We know that 15 could be written as 15 over 1, because 15 divided by 1 equals 15. So if I wanted to turn this whole number into a fraction so that I could multiply these two fractions together, all I would do is put the whole number over a 1, because just like up here, 3 equals 3 divided by 5, 15, or 3/5 equals 3 divided by 5, 15 equals 15 divided by 1. You guys remember seeing, we have a bunch of different ways to write multiplication signs and division signs. One of those ways that we see is like this, right? With that slash. Same thing. It's just that little slash. Another thing, another trick that you could use to remember this is that, like, when we have a fraction, we have a number on top and a number on bottom, right? A numerator and a denominator. That division sign looks like a fraction. So 15 over 1 is the same thing. So if I was going to try and find the product of 3/5 and the whole number 15, I would first rewrite it. So it looks like that, 3/5 times 15 over 1, which means now that we're all on the same level. We're only talking about fractions now, which means that I can start working on this problem. So if I'm multiplying fractions, all I do is multiply the top and the bottom by whatever is on the top and the bottom over there. So 3/5 times 15 over 1 would be written like this: 3/5 times 15 over 1. And then I would just multiply them. So 3 times 15 is 45, and 5 times 1 is 5. Okay, so we talked about, just a second ago, we talked about how fractions can be written as division problems. So I've got a fraction here. I know that it's improper because the numerator is bigger than the denominator, right? So I could rewrite this as a whole number if I just divided it. So 45 divided by 5, right? That's what that would look like if I was making a division problem. So 45 fifths actually means 45 divided by 5, which equals 9. So 3/5 of 15 is 9. And yay, we did it. So like I said, email me if you have any questions. If you need to see another video of manipulatives or fraction circle pieces or the little blocky things that we use sometimes, that's okay. I can do that. Whatever you guys need in order to understand these things. I know math over the internet is difficult, so I understand. So email me if you guys have any questions, okay? I love you.